Verse 7.
Matta parataram nanyata kinchidasti dhananjaya Mai sarvamidam protam Sutre manigana iva
Having described what is the Atma Sarupa, what is I in reality, the Ishvara aspect is being described. Me as an individual may be Sat Swarupa, Chit Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa, but there is Parameshvara sitting there over my head with what? Wielding the law of karma. I am subjected to his law. Am I free or bound? Bound. Even that bondage is there. So therefore, knowledge is not complete by simply knowing that me is Chaitanya Sarupa Satchidananda. We have to settle account with the Jagat and the creator of the Jagat, Ishvara. So the Ishvara aspect is being now unfolded from 7 to, that is 12. 7 to 12 chapter of this Bhagavad Gita. So Lord Krishna said there are two types of prakritis. Para prakriti, apara prakriti. Entire creation is centered in these two prakritis. Entire creation is centered in these two types of prakritis. Etad yonini bhutani. Bhutani, all the living beings and the elements and elementals are what? Etad yonini, have got these two as the yoni, the causes. Mattaha mai sarva vidam protam sutre manigvana iva. Entire Jagat is centered in me, just as the beads are centered in the thread where the garland is made. Or like the warp and woof of a cloth, how the threads are so is me. Now, if everything is Ishvara, Bhagavad Tattva, Parameshwara, please tell me, where do you stand? Where are you? Till now, you are arrogating. I. Better find out every day how many times you say I. This I, where is it now? You may say, no, this body is mine. I am the body. Well, what it is made up of? In Lord Krishna's terminology. Apara prakriti, bhumi apo nalo vayo ashtada prakriti. Apara prakriti. My indriyas, mind, all these are what? Apara prakriti. Ruled out also. It doesn't belong to you. And if you say it is mine, you usurp from who? Ishvara. Agreed? No. I am the Chaitanya. I am the Chaitanya. Well, what is that para prakriti? Jiva bhutam para prakriti. Chaitanya. That also gone. Where are you now? Where are you? You know that Kabir Doha? जब ढूंढा तुझको पाया तेरा पता नहीं, अब पाया तेरा पता मेरा पता नहीं. I am not there. Oh Bhagavan, I started searching you everywhere. This is Varanasi, Rameshwar, Char Dham, Kailas, Manas Sarovar. Everywhere I started searching. I could not get you. Then when I discovered you, अब मेरा पता नहीं. Have you understood now? Why मेरा पता नहीं? Where are you? Because you can't claim yourself into the embodiment, nor can you claim yourself to the Chaitanya. Everything is what? Parameshwara Swarupa. Yet you can claim yourself standing in the island of what? Island of ignorance. So long as you are ignorant of your Swarupa, you can claim as I. At what cost? At what cost? No cost, free. At the cost of samsara. At the cost of samsara. Evaluate now. Little commerce you have to bring. At the cost of samsara, you are identifying with the body. Lord Krishna wants to knock it down for your benefit. For your benefit. So therefore say, so everything is Ishvara. If at all I arrogate myself as this embodiment, it is utterly product of ignorance of my Swarupa. That is why Lord Krishna has taken pain to teach Bhagavad Gita over the shoulder of who? Arjuna. Now the question was, you Bhagavan, you told me, Mai sarvam idam protam sutre maniganayava. Everything is centered in me. I am the cause of the Jagat. I am the one in whom the Jagat exists. I am the one in whom Jagat merges back. Agreed. Please tell me, in the world, how do we find different causes, karanas, for different effects, karyas? Mud pot is made up of what? Mud, last time you have seen. Golden ornaments made up of the gold. Clothes are what? Woven from the cotton. So thread. Is it not? There are many causes are there for many effects. How do you say you are the only cause? Look, whatever individual causes you refer to are nothing but the one those who are centered in me. They themselves do not have any independent existence whatsoever on their own. That is what is now told.
केन केन धर्मेण विशिष्टे त्वयि सर्वम् इदं प्रोतम् इति उच्यते रसः इति.
The question is like this. Bhagavan, you said everything is centered in you. What are those different aspects or the facets or the entities having different features in which rest of the effects are centered? For every effect, karya, we do find a cause, karana. You are telling you are the cause of everything. That means the individual causes also must be you only. Now, how these individual causes which affect the individual effects, how are they centered in you? Please tell us. Kena kena dharmena vishishte tvayi. Tvayi, in you. Parameshware, Paramatmani, in you the Paramatma, Parameshwara. Kena kena dharmena vishishte, the Paramatma characterized by, endured by, what all types of specific features or characteristics, idam sarvam, this entire jagat, protam, center, iti, if that is the iti shankaya. If that is the Shanka, Uchyate, here is the answer. That is what Lord Krishna is giving. Continue.
Rasohamapsu kaunteya Prabhasmi shashi suryayoho Pranava sarva vedeshu Shabdakhe paurusham nrushu
Kaunteya aham apsu rasaha shashi suryayoho prabha asmi sarva vedeshu pranavaha Khe Shabda Drushu Paurusham. Drushu Paurusham. Kaunteya, O Arjuna, son of Kunti. Me, with this me, not Parabrahma, Ishvara, from the standpoint of creation. So of course, Parameshwara itself is in reality Parabrahma. But here, from the Ishvara standpoint, the statement is made. Me, aham, apsu, in the water, rasaha, taste. I am the taste in the water. What is this taste in the water? I think Krishna didn't know chemistry. Chemistry says water is colorless, tasteless and odorless. Tasteless and odorless. If odor is there, it is Bombay Municipal Corporation, highly chlorinated water. So that is fine. So what is this taste? When the water is tasteless. It is the standard taste because of which all tastes are possible. Suppose your tongue is very dry and a piece of candy is kept. What will you do? You are sweet Priya. What will you do? You try to gather the saliva. Is it not? What is the saliva? Water content. Without water content, you can't have any taste at all. It is the basic taste, that sweetness, because of which all tastes are possible. You see? That way someone said, Bombay water is very sweet. You go to other places, all hard water and all those, etc. It's a very good water. You don't know the value of it. So that is the see. Aham rasa, that is rasa, taste, that is that sweetness because of which water is water. Without which water cannot be water. The very essence of the water, apsu rasaha, means it should be taken this way. It is the water is centered in me, having the features of what? Taste. Every phrase has to be taken that way. We'll see after. Shashi Suryayoho Aham Prabha Asmi. In Shashi, moon, Surya, sun. In the sun and the moon, I am the Prabha. Prabha, the light principle. And the light principle means me who has got the features of light in that sun and moon are centered. Can you imagine sun and moon without the light? They can't be. So that is what they are centered in me, having the light as the feature. Sarva Vedeshu Pranavaha. So, in me, with the form of Pranava, Omkara, that is all Vedas are centered. Sarva Vedeshu Pranavaha. Ke Shabdaha. Ke, that is in the Akasha, Shabda, that is sound, means in me having the features of sound, Akasha is center. You know, unique feature of Akasha is what? Sound. How do you say so? Come on, tell me. What is the unique feature of earth? Huh? Smell. Thunder? Smell. Okay, smell. Smell. What about the water? You are just now saying. Taste. Then fire, fog, air, touch. Can't you perceive all these? Taste. Smell, you can smell. Taste. Okay. Now, how do you verify Akasha, space has got the sound as a characteristic? How do you verify? You can't verify it directly. This earth having smell you can verify. Water you can verify. This fire you see, you verify. Air you touch. But what about the sound? It cannot be directly verified. How do you say so? It is by negating the rest of the thing. How many elements are there? Mahabhutas, Pancha. And all these have got Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha as the features. And for example, earth has got all features. Shabda, a stone dropped down, sound comes. Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. As you proceed higher at levels, subtler level, one feature goes on getting dropped. Water has no smell. Again, Fire has no taste. Air has no form. Like that. Then the four elements, earth, water, fire, air, are eliminated. Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha are eliminated. What means? Akasha element, Shabda, the feature. So therefore, Parishesha, because of the law of remaining, we conclude that the Sparsha, this Shabda, must be the unique feature of Akasha. That is how it is said. So that is Shabda ki Drushu Paurusham. Among the human beings, Paurusha is manliness, need not necessarily be gender. Man, woman, no. Masculine buddhi, that manliness, that is what it is. Bhashya.
Rasaha aham apam yah saraha saha rasaha tasmin rasabhute mayi apaha protaha iti arthaha.
Apa rasaha aham. I am rasa. What is that? Apam yaha saraha. Yaha, whatever is sara, essence, the factor because of which water is water. That essence, saha, rasaha, that is the rasa, taste. Tasmin rasabhute mai apaha protaha. In that me, which is the form of rasa, the sweetness, madhura bhava, so madhura, so that in me, what is that? Apaha protaha. Water is center. In Sanskrit, the word apa is used always in the plural. That's why protaha are center. English you can't say waters are centered where. You have to use the singular in the English. Water is centered in me, having the feature of taste. Evam.
Evam sarvatra.
Evam sarvatra means every phrase has to be interpreted in this. In me, having these features, whatever the effect that is told is center. For example, aham apsu rasaha. Literally it can be said as what? I am the taste in the water. No. In me, having the taste as the feature, the water is center. That way, every phrase has to be interpreted. Evam, in this manner, sarvatra, in all the statements of Ishvara Paramatma, Krishna, we have to take that practice.
Yatha aham apsu rasaha evam prabha asmi shashi surya yoho.
Now, please tell me, in me, Paramatma, having the features of taste, water is center. What should this inculcate in you, induce in you, when you drink water? You take for granted, what's water? And if a little, this thing, H2O. This water is what? Manifestation of who? Paramatma. Do you do that? If you do that, 24/7, you cannot miss Parameshwar. Then what else sadhana do you need? all sadhanas prescribed by Shastra from japa, tapa onwards, directly or indirectly are meant to make you discover Paramatma Tattva and identical with your soul. That is what it is. If you are alert enough, you can see Ishvara everywhere. Let us see now. Yatha aham. Yatha aham apsurasa. Just as I am the taste in the water in the sense the water is centered in me, Parameshwara, having the feature as rasa. Evam, in the same manner, Shashi Suryayoho Prabha Asmi. I am the Prabha, light, luster, effulgence, in whom Shashi, moon, and Surya, sun. In the sense, in me having the feature of Prabha, light, luster, effulgence, sun and moon are centered. If me having the light is not there, sun and moon cannot exist. Continue.
Pranavaha Omkaraha Sarvavedeshu Tasmin Pranavabhute Mai Sarve Vedaha Protaha.
First Bhashya tells us what is meant by pranava. So pranava means omkar. Om. You know this, how potential word this O means? You can pack off the entire creation in word O. How? Wait for Mandu ke gari ka Bhashya. Let us not wait, we are impatient. Okay. So if you are impatient, listen. You describe the world, not word. How do you describe the world? By words. Is it not? It's like this. Everything in the world is described. To describe what you have to make use of words in terms of speech. How do you speak? All that you speak is contained in a to ma. First, that is sound that can emerge from your throat is blow the air through the throat. Gatara. Twist the tongue. Close the lip. If you want to test, come on. Keep the lips open and pronounce ma. Come on, try. Not here. Open. You stand in front of the mirror and you have to utter ma without closing the lips. Means all efforts in terms of speech are contained from a to ma. Means it is as good as all words are contained where? In a, u, ma. So what Mandukya suggests is pack off the entire creation in terms of what? A, u, ma. And then what? Dissolve it. Make it disintegrated. It is cause. What is the cause? Chaitanya Rupa. Where is it? Between two Omkara. Om. Om. In between we say silence, but it should be added by Shuddha Takar. Otherwise, Omkara will not work. Of course, effect is there because it is the shortest name of the Paramatma. That effect, Punya, etc. is bound to be there. But if you have got Shuddha Takarana, between two Omkara, what is there is you, Chaitanya Sarupa Atma, totally free from Adhyasta, superimposed, Prapancha, Jagat, world. So anyway, this is not the place for that. Pranavaha Omkara. That Pranava means, the word Pranava means Omkara. Sarva Vedeshu Tasmin Pranava Bhute Mai Sarve Vedaha Prota. In that, me, Paramatma, characterized by Omkara, which is there in all the Vedas, Sarve Vedaha, all Vedas are centered. They are what? Centered. That is what in Taita said, Yash Chandasam Vrishabho Vishwarupa. Chandasam Vrishabha, the highest, topmost among the Vedas. In a big herd of cows, the bull outstands. Like that, in the entire Veda, Omkara outstands. Continue.
तथा हे आकाशे शब्दः सारभूतः तस्मिन् मयि खं प्रोतं
Tatha, also K. Kham, locative is K. Kham is Akasha. In the Akasha, in the space, Shabdaha Sarabhuta. The sense of Akasha, space is what? Shabda, the sound. Tasmin Mai. Tasmin, in the sense, Shabda Bhute Mai. In that me, in the form of sound, Kham Protam. Akasha, space is centered, interwoven. So also.
तथा पौरुषं पुरुषस्य भावः यतः पुंबुद्धिः ऋषु तस्मिन् मयि पुरुषाः प्रोताः
Tatha, so also. Paurusham, what is Paurusham? Purushasya bhava. That is manliness. Not necessarily in terms of man and woman, because what it means is yataha pumbuddhi. Because of manliness, there is masculine buddhi. The buddhi which is what? Daring, dashing. So not feminine buddhi. It can be in the women also. For example, we have in history cases such as Jhansi ki Rani Lakshmi Bai, the Queen Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. British gave that means they respected her. Though she was defeated and killed, they honored her. Ahilya Bai Holkar. Then women, but so daring as that. So that buddhi, that is that masculine buddhi, drisho among the humans, tasmin mai purusha prota. In that buddhi, paurusha, which is my feature, or that which is a me, who is characterized by paurusha, purusha, naraha, the people, humans are centered. Continue.
पुण्यम इति punyaha iti.
Further verse is introduced beginning from Punyo Gandha verse.
Punyo gandha prithivyaam cha tejaschasmi vibhavasau जीवनं सर्वभूतेषु तपश्चास्मि तपस्विषु
पृथिव्यां च पुण्यः गन्धः अस्मि विभावसौ तेजः च अस्मि सर्वभूतेषु जीवनम् अस्मि तपस्विषु तपः च अस्मि पृथिव्यां पुण्यः गन्धः. In the earth I am punyah gandha. Gandha is smell. What is punya? This punya is not punya papa. Punya can mean also that is which is favorable or that which is fragrant. So fragrant or favorable. So favorable smell, fragrant smell in the Prithvi means in me characterized by fragrant smell, the earth is center. Without me having the features of fragrant smell, earth cannot exist. Vibhavasau. Vibhavasa is fire. In fire, tejaha asmi. Tejaha, brilliance, means in me, Paramatma, characterized by brilliance, the fire is center. That way, everywhere it is become. Sarva bhuteshu jivanam. Among all living beings, I am the jivana. What is the sustaining factor in life? Because of which we exist. If it is not there, we can't. Not simply food. There will be godowns full of food, and you may be starving. Assimilated food. You know that many decades back in America, a multi-billionaire, Howard Hughes, died of malnutrition. Not ordinary billionaire, who was owning aircraft industries and film industries. He died of, death certificate was died of malnutrition. In a country like what? America. Not in a desert. Money is there but nothing there to eat. What happened? Food was there, money was there. Why did he die of malnutrition? The same as his riches started growing, a bug entered his mind. Perhaps someone may poison me. And he kept the guards, etc. He started suspecting them also. And he was not eating the food. At the end of this melancholic life, just simply it happens. Why Rockefeller, you know them? Rockefeller four, I think four, one of the two. So this vehicle industry is flourished and so rich, etc. But he doesn't know what to do with that. And fear came. He has got lot of fear. Someone said, you please go to Chicago. One monk has come from India. such a rich person, one brother, he did. And some friend, please for my sake you go. He pleaded just to honor his word, he went. He went. And said, very so and so. The attendant said, he is in studies, please sit down. He is a rock fellow. Wait for someone. He barred him. And Vivekananda was reading something. He asked, what do you want? I don't want anything. I don't want anything. He said, please be seated. Please be seated. He sat down. And Vivekananda gave him the picture of his mind as if things are kept in a glass almirah. What is happening in the mind? How do you know this? I know. And he said, look here, your problem is because of this lot of money. You do one thing, you consider yourself as the trustee of all these things and use it for a good purpose. It didn't enter, because I am such a rot fellow, such a big person, he is giving me a piece of advice as well. It didn't enter. Anyway, he left. But slowly it started sinking in the mind. He found the point in there. And he made all these, what is that, all bill and all, etc., etc. And for foundations and all that, for good purpose. And came back after a few days. See, and showed, I have done like this. And then said, you should thank me because I have done. Not that way, you have to thank me because I gave you the advice. So food by itself, money by itself cannot give you the same. It is the assimilated food. You know, there are many people very rich, they can't eat, but the brother-in-law enjoys. He enjoys. He enjoys. So that is how it is. So, that is, what is it? Say, Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu. What is Jivanam? Yena Jivanti Sarva Bhutani. That because of which all living beings survive. What is it? Anna Rasa. It is Anna Rasa. In Shastra it is called Amrita. The assimilated food. That is Jivanam. So in me Paramatma, characterized by Anna Rasa. So what is that? The living beings are centered. Tapasvishu tapaha cha tapasvishu cha tapaha asmi. Among the, that is tapasvis, ascetics, and the asceticism means in me Paramatma, characterized by asceticism, ascetics are centered.
Punyaha surabhihi gandaha prithivyaam cha aham tasmin mayi gandhabhute prithvi prota.
Punya we have seen favorable. It can also mean holy, pure, good. So what is that punya here? Surabhi gandha. Fragrant smell means fragrance. The fragrance. Prithivyaam cha aham. So in Prithvi, I am the Surabhi gandha. In the sense, tasmin mai, in me Parameshwara, having fragrance, gandha bhuti mai, having the smell that is fragrant and fragrance, prithvi prabhata, earth is center, earth is center. That means fragrance, etc., in the five elements are natural. But if they appear to be perverted, it is not the natural condition, it is because of our mistake in terms of having done something wrong. That is going to be explained.
पुण्यत्वं गन्धस्य स्वभावतः एव पृथिव्यां दर्शितम् अब आदिषु रसादेः पुण्यत्वोपलक्षणार्थम्
Punyatvam, the state of being that is holy, pure, good, favorable. Gandhasya, in the case of smell, swabhavataha eva prithivyam darshitam. The gandha by its very nature that is found in earth is what? Punya, unpolluted. Punya. But where it is, that's the again, punya, gandha, etc., that is not applicable only to earth, but it also applies to rest of the elements. In the water, what was that? Rasa. You have to take as what? Punyaha, rasa. In the fire, tejaha, punya, teja. So that is how it is to be taken. So, up adishu, in the water, etc., rasadehe, rasa, rupa, sparsha, all those are the features of them. Punyatva upalakshanartham, all are favorable varieties only, because the punya gandha has to be taken with all these features of the five elements. So what about the contrary features, foul smell, etc.? Reason is being given.
अपुण्यत्वं तु गन्धादीनाम् अविद्या धर्माद्यपेक्षम् संसारिणां भूत विशेष संसर्ग निमित्तं भवति.
Apunyatvam, unfavorableness, which is not favorable. Apunyatvam tu gandhadina, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, is on account of this apeksham, dependent on, caused by avidyadi adharma. Avidya, not avidyadi, avidya, adharma, adi. Because of avidya, ignorance of oneself, and resultant papa, then adi, for abhimana, pride, or ahankara, identification of embodiment. Not only that, asakti, priti, attachment, on all because of this apeksha. That is further explained. Avidya dharma dyapeksham. This phrase is explained by Bhashyakara, that is samsarinam bhuta vishesha samsarga nimittam bhavati. For samsaris, these foul smell, etc., unfavorable, undesirable such features take place, bhavati, take place because of bhuta vishesha samsarga nimittam. That they come in contact with such other things which are not desirable. Bhuta Vishesha means Gandha, Teja, etc., Rasa, etc. So, with that effect in an undesirable manner, they take place. Otherwise, naturally, they are punya only. It's because of ignorance that they also papa, ahankara, abhimana, asakti, they become unfavorable. Continue.
तेजः दीप्तिश्च अस्मि विभावसो अग्नौ.
Meaning of Teja is Deepti, luster, brilliance. In whom Vibhavasau, Vibhavasu is Agnav, in the fire. I am the brilliance and luster in the sense. In me, Paramatma, characterized by luster, brilliance, the fire is center. Tata.
तथा जीवनं सर्वभूतेषु येन जीवन्ति सर्वाणि भूतानि तज्जीवनं.
So Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu, this phrase from original verse is explained. Tatha, so also Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu from original verse. Yena Jivanti Sarvani Bhutani, that by which all living beings survive. You have to take it as Yena Annarasena Amrutakena. By Annarasa, the assimilated food called as Amruta. Why it is called Amruta? If that is not there, you are what? Mruta. So that is Annarasena Amrutakena. That which keeps you alive. Amrutakena. Sarvani Bhutani, all living beings, not only humans. Tad Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu means in me, Paramatma, characterized by Andarasa, all beings are centered. Tapashchas.
तपश्चास्मि तपस्विषु तस्मिन् तपसि मयि तपस्विनाः प्रोताः.
Tapasvinah Protah. Tapasvishu Tapaschasmi. Among the ascetics, I am the asceticism in the sense, in me, Paramatma, characterized by asceticism, I am the what? So that is, in that are centered the tapasvis. Tasmin tapasi mai, in that me having tapas, tapasvina prota. Tapasvis, ascetics are centered in the sense, without asceticism, no ascetic is possible. Without learning, no scholasticity is possible. Unless you use the trick of Birbal. You know that? Birbal. One Brahmana was very dull in learning. Of course, that means he worked hard, but somehow he could not learn. Not that he didn't try, he tried his best. But he wanted to be a scholar Pandit. He wanted people to call him as Pandit, Pandit, Pandit. And without learning, how can you be a Pandit? So it was hurting him. Then he thought, this Birbal can work wonders. And he went to, who is Birbal? With Akbar Birbal stories, okay. One of the ministers of Mughal Emperor Akbar. So he went, and it was, Birbal made him understand, my dear, without learning, how can you be a Pandit scholar? Sir, I know it. I tried my hard, but I could not. You please do something you know how to do. Birbal took pity on him. You do a thing. You know what is that? Where do you stay? At such a city. Okay. Now, tomorrow, you see, if any children call you Pandit now, you take stones and hurl at them. But see that they are not See that they are not He had that Shraddha, you go, Birbal. He went. And what Birbal did was, he went to that area and gathered some children. Hey, come here. Because that person is there now, tomorrow, and afterward, whenever he comes now, tease him. Pandit, Pandit. Pandit, 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 tease him. Children, it was a fun. It was a fun. And they started teasing Pandit, Pandit. And you know, he was prompted. He used to take stones and hurl at them. And children used to run away. This drama continued for 3-4 weeks. And Birbal slowly came, told those children, don't do it anymore. Don't do it. And what happened? The label Pandit got stuck to that Brahmana. Now he's gone on. Pandit was happy, whatever it was. Happy. Like that, here it won't work. Tapas must be there to be tapasvi. Krota, everything is centered in. Further.
Bijam iti.
Bijam. Introduction to the next verse.
Bijam mam sarvabhutanam.
Bijam mam sarvabhutanam.
Viddhi partha sanatanam.
Viddhi partha sanatanam.
Buddhir buddhimatam asmi.
Buddhir buddhimatam asmi.
Tejas tejasvinamaham.
Tejas tejasvinamaham.
Partha Nam Sarvabhutanam Sanatanam Bijam Viddhi Buddhi Buddhimatam Asmi Aham Tejasvinam Tejaha Asmi Aham Tejasvinam Tejaha Asmi. Partha, one of the names of Arjuna, because Kunti also was called as Prutha, the son of Prutha, Partha. Mam, me Parameshwara, Sarvabhutanam Sanatanam Bijam Viddhi. Sanatana, Anadi, uncaused, Bija, seed, cause of all doings and objects. Arjuna, Vidhi, please know. These know me to be that is what is called ancient, eternal, or primeval, the primeval cause of entire Jagat, all living beings and objects. Buddhimatam, among those who are endowed with faculty of discrimination, viveka, intelligent people, and the buddhi, that viveka shakti, that intelligence. Again, tejasvinam, tejasvinam, among the brilliant persons. So I am Teja. Teja means boldness, resoluteness, proficiency. It can mean this: boldness, resoluteness, and proficiency. We'll see the Bhashya.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम।